Greetings and salutations, I return one last time to Who Is Mike. Now, I feel like, because there's essentially 2 viewpoints to each ending, I'm going to have to do a handful of these more. And this is probably going to be the last video on this. I am enjoying this though, it's quite well written. I do like the little twists, so... Okay. Well, I'm not vain enough to talk to my clone fags. It sounds like I'm the copy here, well, aren't you? Yeah, I don't. Alright. I'm staying here. Alright, should be fine. Now, we're going to try lying to begin with and then telling the truth afterwards. Eating dinner with him falling asleep in front of the TV. Okay, fine. Next thing I know, I'm in the living room to go wearing a bat in my face. No, you hit me with the bat, you asshole. Didn't know I was too busy freaking out. So we know that's a good way of... Alright, Fake has to leave. Say February 27th because it was midnight. Nickname. We mentioned the hyenas. And then we're going to tell the truth. So what's the secret? I can't tell you. You know what, I'm just going to tell the truth from now on. We'll see how that goes. We already know that what it goes like before. So, we pissed her off with the cooking. We mentioned that the other girl was dumb as a brick. I agree with that. I tell the truth that I'm the real Mike. So that establishes I am real Mike. But before that, you could go either hero or villain. I know I can't convince you. There's no way to tell. You said so yourself. All I know is I'm Mike and no one else I can be. What are you gonna do if I say you're the fake? I don't know. Can't leave. Don't want to. Okay, go on. Last question. So, Mikey, did anything special for last night? Went around town? Had a good time? Sorry, isn't that one of your random questions? Nope. So, did you go anywhere else? Not really. Why? By the way, those are really nice glasses. Are they new? Got them yesterday? Yeah, right. Yesterday. I guess I forgot to mention it. Is it a big deal? You know how forgetful I am. No, of course not. So where's your old pair? No, I threw them out. They were falling apart. You harped on about me ever since. I thought I might as well. See? Yeah. Come on, Sarah. Hope you're not playing and faking just because I have new glasses on. Definitely not. There's nothing to do with your new glasses. Though, Mike, can you care to tell me why this other Mike has your old ones? She pointed at a pair of grimy, scratched glasses perched on my nose. What? I don't know. He might have gotten his hands on them. I mean, at the start it's described that I'm actually quite dirty. Obviously he smacked me about and was about to chuck me outside or something. It's far more likely you got a new pair because the old pair was still stuck to the original mic. That's preposterous. Talking to 2 versions of my boyfriend here, so I'm for all at this point. You didn't really believe I had that memory loss, did you? I knew you attacked me, but I had to make noise to alert Sarah. If I had memory loss to buy time and move lower your guard, my main goal was to get Sarah downstairs and catch you out. And I knew you couldn't get rid of me once I made the noise. There's something weird about you, just a gut feeling, I guess. 5 questions in, I knew you were faking. Nice try, though. But everything I said was the truth. What a person says isn't important as the body language they project on. In your case, your apparent lack of them. You may have Mike's face, voice, and memories, but darling, you gotta work on your acting. May I suggest jazz fingers next time? Alright. Now, we know from the other ending that if we kill this guy too quickly, he will, you know, I'll still be cursed. And I won't be able to lift the curse. Look, I don't know what your deal is. I don't think I want to know. Just get out of my life and stop using my face. Give it up, Pep. Christ, that is a sinister line. Guess I got caught. Human laughter pierced my ears. Goosebumps pricked at the back of my neck. Sarah and I watched as the man of my face smiled. His eyes glowed bright red in the darkness, emitting their own light like an ember. But we were having such a good time, Sarah, darling. I was with you the whole night. Didn't know it was a fake before the scum got lucky. Yeah, but I knew something was off. Piece of advice, though. Next time, pick a dumber couple, bucko. Still wearing my face. Genuine hurt when he spoke again. Everything I said was true, Sarah. I am still mine. Heart and mind. I am he and he is I. Give me a week. Even you won't be able to tell the difference. A week? After all, I had his memory, personality, and essence of something. How can anyone say I'm fake? You have this freaky shit show glowing red orbs for eyes? I'd say that's a pretty big giveaway. His face contorted into amused anger. Mike, look out! Next thing I know, his long arms were outstretched, making a grasp for my neck. I felt his fingertips graze my skin and throat and make an involuntary gulp. It was close. With no time to think, I made a dive for the bat and flung the heavy end into my attacker. Then he parried the blow away with his arm. It didn't look like I was going to stop him for long. Run, Sarah! Back off. You brought your gun with you? I heard a thud. Better safe than sorry. Being better paranoid than dead. A monstrous force flung my body and I collided with the hard wall of the living room. I felt a rib break with the impact. Ooh, damn. Mike! Sarah! Bastard. Sarah fired more shots at the creature. One of them grazed him on the left arm. Wasn't enough to maim him. The fight Mike swiped the gun out of Sarah's hands and careened under the table. Gah! He grabbed Sarah by the neck. Fear bubbled up inside me. It was bigger than any pain I'd since endured. Sarah! No, let her go! Sarah groaned helplessly, struggling against the human hand that belonged to me. Cold sweat enveloped my skin in a thin, terrifying film. Easy now, boy. I'm not going to kill her. Yet. Heard a snicker escape from the attacker's mouth. Look at this fucking mess. You really should have stayed unconscious when I hit you with that bat, you know. Ugh, spared us all this drama. Go to hell. Oh, we will, I promise. After all, the host has to be alive while I eat. Gulped. When you say eat, do you mean... No, not your flesh, boy. Life. Life is so much tastier than flesh. Your memories, your thoughts, your future. All things that make you human. I'll help myself, don't mind if I do. And when you've been stripped down, barren to the bone, you will simply wither away. Like a scab that was once flesh and blood. 1 week to live. I'll think about that later. Right now I should get Sarah to safety. My eyes darted her, my insides churning at her laboured breathing. The imposter followed my eyes with a knowing chuckle. So, should we start with your lovely Sarah? Work her way down, piece by piece. Sarah struggled as the grip on her throat tightened. The creature started to lift her up from the floor by her neck. Stop! Stop, please, I beg you. Please, I'll do anything. Anything. The bat fell away from my hands and I surrendered. All hope lost, my knees buckled and I crashed to the floor. Anything? What could you possibly give me that I can't take, human? You did get found out by a police officer. Looks to me you need help crafting a more human image. I'm a writer. I do that for a living. Fake Mike's ears pricked up. A grin spread across his face. Just let it go, please. I don't know how, but I'll make it worth your while. I was still contemplating my fate when fake Mike let out a sudden yelp of pain. It seems Sarah kicked him in the nuts. His grip loosened around her neck. Sarah broke fake Mike's fingers down to his knuckles. He screamed in fury. Sarah dropped to the ground, gasping for air. Mike, you always did talk too much, pompous ass. Fake Mike let out a growl as he lunged for Sarah's hair. Sarah managed to slip away from him. Sarah, get out of the house now get out while you can. Idiot. Like I'm gonna leave you to be eaten. She sprinted upstairs to find another weapon. Stubborn. You'll get cornered upstairs. Ah. Angry black dots began to dance in my vision. Pain in my side poked my consciousness, prodding my vision to wither. I can't lose consciousness now. I was jolted awake by the sound of a huge crash. What's a sudden crash there? How long was I unconscious for? The stand clock informed me I've been lying here for about 8 minutes or so. A sigh of relief. Looks like I haven't been out long. I tried to stand up. Ugh. My ribs. I have to get up. I crawled towards Sarah's gun under the coffee table. Apart from that crash that woke me up, everything was dead quiet in the house. I didn't know what I hated more, the silence or the anticipation of Sarah's screams. Was anyone even here now? I wiped the blood dripping off my chin and steadying myself. I had to be sure. Our sides are on fire. Alright, every step I took, a jolt of pain spread throughout my body. Oh yes, those stairs are going to be a fun ride. I made my way to the second floor with little ease. This place didn't feel like my house anymore. Like I'd entered another dimension that looked the same but not the least bit similar. Tiny beads of sweat popped across my forehead. I held the gun close. Don't panic. I have to focus on protecting Sarah. I don't care what happens to me. I just want her safe. Sarah, if you're there, please, call out to me. Let me know you're here. I waited for a few seconds before my ears picked up a muffled scream. Mike! Came from the guest room. I hurried over to the door and tried to open it. Sarah? My God. So glad you found me. I frowned. There was something weird about the way she sounded. Couldn't quite make it out. Get out of here, Mike. I jiggled the lock, but it didn't open. I'm scratched up good. We have to get out of here before the monster comes back. I winced again. Was it really Sarah? Her voice sounded really strange. But I shrugged it off and continued to push the door open. Give me a second. Tried again, the door wouldn't budge. Sarah, I think the door might be stuck. Damn it. Don't worry, I'll get you out, I promise. I'd kicked the door. The pain shot up my leg like a bolt of electric fire, but now was not the time to be a sop. I kicked it a couple of more times, each time with a glowing red pain in my extremities. Pretty soon the door showed signs of moving. Mike, what are you doing? It was Sarah, but the voice didn't come from the door. I turned around. In front of me was another Steri, bloodied and injured, her arm limp at the right shoulder. I stared at her listlessly. Sarah? Don't open the damn door, Mike. The bastard is in there. Mike, what's happening? Sarah. There's a Sarah here too. Shit. Mike, listen to me. She is not real. Fuck that. That's the fake one inside. I was able to fight it off and lock inside the room. I kept ramming at the door over and over until the door got stuck. It's a lie, Mike. I ran to the door and locked it from the inside. The door so I can't get out. From looking at it, that door's pretty fine. Bullshit. Get me out of here, please. Don't listen to her. Mike, look at me. I'm the real Sarah. My mind couldn't believe what was happening. Edges of a migraine pressed at the fringes of my brain. My hands tightened on the gun. If you open that door, Mike, that bastard is going to come straight for me. He doesn't need my essence, he needs yours. He'll kill me for sure. Mike, listen to me. He's trying to trick you. You have to believe me, Mike. Mike, please. Sarah in front of me took a step forward. I pulled the gun nearer to my chest. I couldn't bring myself to aim it at her. She stopped. Get back, Sarah. Let me think. Just get back. My heart rattled in my chest. I knew I had to calm down. At this point, I won't be able to think clearly. Oh, who was I kidding? Even on a good day, I couldn't deduce the truth like Sarah. I was no detective. Mike, please. You have to shoot that fake Sarah. Shoot the fucking bastard. Just what that bitch wants, isn't it? Don't listen to that monster. If we leave it here, we can escape. He's just desperate to get out, Mike. Mike, please believe me. Put the gun down. I know it's hard. You have to be brave. I need to think first. This is too sudden. What am I going to do? The weight of the situation made my hands shake. Could I really murder someone in cold blood? Someone I loved? If I made a decision too hasty, it's a mistake I can never undo. Decided to take a step back and relax. The breath that came out of the lips wavered and shook. Nevertheless, my speeding heart thanked me for the company. Sarah behind me was starting to get agitated. She was trying to kick the door herself to get out. Sarah before me frowned. Mike, time's running out. Please hand me the gun. What should I do? Something's bad if I don't decide now. I'm so confused. I need more time. Think, Mike. Think. Is there any way out of this? Yeah, we're not going to shoot. Ask a question. Wait. I should ask you both a question so I can make sure which is the real Sarah. Damn it, Mike. I haven't established that trivia means the question means to trivia questions mean jack shit. I'm out of ideas. Fine. Make it count then. Admittedly, I was just trying to buy time before the inevitable happens. I struggled to come up with one. The one perfect question would lead me to write Sarah. A spark flew into my mind. I turned to the Sarah in front of me. Sarah inside the room is wounded. She told me her injuries. Okay. Which shoulder? Not the shoulder. It has a bullet wound in the right thigh. I managed to land a bullet on it downstairs. I nodded severely, my jaw clenched. Sarah inside the room really didn't tell me any injuries. If it's the real Sarah, that should be correct. I need to ask one more question. I turned to the Sarah behind the door. The Sarah in front of me is injured. What are her injuries? Dislocated right shoulder and fractured finger. Must have broken it when she was strangling me. So when he was strangling me, okay. Wait, that's it. Everything made clear by that last question. I'm glad I took the time to think. I faced the wounded Sarah in front of me. No doubt about it. Please. The sound of the gunshot made my eyes ring, and no, I will forever remember. Sarah crumpled to the ground. I brought the gun down to my side and walked over to her. Looked her in the eyes, are indeed hers. It's embarrassing being killed by a human. You know what though, Sarah? She's not afraid of dying, so... Sarah held a hand up to me. Hold me, Mike, please. Sorry. It's just... Ugh. I took her cold hands into mine and warmed it with my breath. Monster or not, this was my Sarah, knowing that it wasn't didn't matter at all. Not right now, while helpless and dying rapidly in front of me. Reluctant tears fell from my face. I know what Sarah wants for her birthday. Stop talking or just strain yourself. She'll never tell you, but I know what it is. Something borrowed. Something blue. Dark blood spluttered out of Sarah's mouth. She shivered. Mike, be careful. You know about us now. They won't like it. What? Who is they? They might. God. Mike, what's happening? Are you there? Please. Real Sarah's voice called from inside the room. I turned and looked back at the fake Sarah. Go. Sarah, I'm okay. Mike. I'm here. Am I still cursed? Alright. Everything's fine now. I'll get you out of here. Mike, I thought. Sarah started to sob. I patiently waited behind the door. Pretty soon I heard her sniff and take a couple of calming breaths. Okay. I'll push through the door. You pull it open, right? I'm free. Okay, the door finally gave way and Sarah jumped into my arms as soon as it opened. My ribs complained and I croaked in pain. Almost at the same time, Sarah winced because of her injuries. We both laughed. Is it over, Mike? Hope so. We turned to look at the fallen imposter. It disappeared from sight. Red rivulets above made a trail for the open window. Escaped! Damn! I didn't say anything. I know I should be worried or alarmed that the creature was loose, but I just didn't care at the moment. Seeing Sarah's lifeless with... Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Seeing Sarah lifeless with blood curdling on the floor just a while ago. And now this Sarah alive in my arms. I couldn't shake the feeling I was given a second chance. I held Sarah in my arms and hugged her tight. How do you know it was me? I just got lucky. What do you mean? I thought you had some sort of plan. Yes and no. It's a long shot. It didn't come to me all at once, after all. What's the point in asking about her injuries? To stall for time originally, but I managed to prove my theory after all. Theory? It's your voice. I hoped the creature won't remember that little detail. When you first called me, you sounded really strange. Your voice was raspy, sounded like it belonged to a different person. And then, while I was asking you the question, you suddenly mentioned the strangling incident. Then it's when it all clicked. You were strangled just recently. That's why you didn't sound like yourself. There was significant damage to your voice box. The other Sarah sounded just fine. You're right, you did get lucky. Stressful situation, alright? I thought there was something off. And also the other Sarah's, like, hand and arm kind of mirrored the damage that she did to her. I mean, the broken fingers were definitely a giveaway. Okay, it was the most my brain could come up with. Sarah grinned. She pushed the old grimy glasses up my nose. Guess we have to be thankful for the little details. Do you think it'll ever come back? Well, if it does, we'll be ready. Ending 1, the catalyst. Now, I am not sure if I am still cursed and still going to die in a week or not. I think he'd probably remove the curse, to be honest. Well, I've enjoyed that. You can definitely see what the other endings would have been because you can sort of flip them back and forth between them. If you want to explore them yourself, I highly recommend it. This game is available for free. It's in the description. And thank you for joining me for discovering Who is Mike.